Y'all really wanted me to talk about sex and spirituality. I'm starting to question, how do y'all think of me? Peace and blessings. What's up, my spiritual booze? So today's video is gonna be about sex and spirituality. Just to let y'all know, I've written down some bullet points and some questions I'm gonna ask myself and how I feel about them. This will be counted for my spiritual journey series. And in today's video, I'll be talking about how I feel about sex, how does sex make me feel, and how did I connect sex and spirituality, and what do I look at it as. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. So let's get started. To begin today's video, sex and spirituality. So pretty much how I feel about sex. Yeah. The experiences I've had in sex has really been kind of the same energy when it comes to it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter the man's zodiac sign, it doesn't matter what size he has, how tall he is. They all have this, some of them all have this same energy when it comes to having sex with me. And sex really makes me feel, I feel like I've always been ashamed of sex, because you know, the Abrahamic religion that we were under, Christianity, made us feel ashamed of having sex. And I started having sex at an early age, like 14. And even at that age, I still didn't know what sex was. It's like at that age, you think that, oh, I know everything. Oh, I know what I'm doing. And then as soon as I lost my virginity, idealistically, how I view sex is supposed to be this pure thing, this sacred ritual, because sex is literally a portal to transfer energy amongst two people. Maybe not even two people, three. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your kinks are. In my journey, I've always had issues with sex. Like, sex was depending on which partner, because I've had good sex. I've had amazing sex. But for some reason, I've been having the same energy in different men. This was never fulfilling. Sex always felt empty. And even at the age when I turned 22, I decided to be emotionally unavailable and decided to have sex if I wanted it. And it wasn't, I didn't want any like emotional attachment to men. But I realized after a while it just wasn't my thing to do, because even though I mutually agreed to be friends with benefits with the guy, sometimes is either I catch feelings when I wasn't supposed to, or the guy tried to play me even though I was playing the same game as him. And that's why I feel like I have very, very masculine energy. Like, I'm very masculine, I'm very dominant in my demeanor. But deep down, I still, like, I'm working on my feminine side. So when it came to sex, spiritual wise, I was very dominant. Like, I wanted what I wanted, and I'm gonna get what I want, like a man, like the energy. I didn't have more intuitive energy than I do now. My intuition is growing more. When did I connect sex with spirituality? I think it was after I've had sex without emotions, I started to look at myself differently and realize that I really wasn't loving myself good enough, because I was letting men transfer their depressions, transfer their sadness, transfer their angers, their resentment into me. And even if it wasn't towards me, even if they wasn't trying to give that energy to me, they transferred it to me. They could have got it from other people. They could have got it through their childhood. And then most of the men that I've dealt with were emotionally unavailable. That's when I realized, okay, sex to me is very emotional. It has to be passionate, emotionally there, like we're emotionally here with each other. It's mutual. It can be intellectual too, but as long as we have that emotional connection, that's when I really realized where I was spiritually with sex. I realized a lot about myself. I realized the kind of men that I've been attracting. I realized through dating the kind of men that try to approach me and I could feel their energy and just be like, nope. I've been having guys come to me lately and I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. Thank you though, but I'm just not with the dating scene right now. Especially not sex neither. Like, you are transferring energy in sex. Like, whatever you got going on internally is going to be transferred to the person you have sex with, male or female. It doesn't matter. I had too many trauma bonds when it came to men romantically. I've realized over the years how many trauma bonds I've had and how many of those trauma bonds turned into karmic lessons for me. And after my last ex, I learned a lot about myself and how much of a reflection he was towards me. So when it came to sex and spirituality and how I gave myself up, very easily to men when I was in college, whoo child, it turned into a thing where I started to really look at my body very differently. How I looked at her, how I felt about her, how I thought about her, how I thought about how I should respect myself, And so after a while, I was just like, you know what, sex is it's just not for me. After the last guy, I did a story time on him, the Sag Scorpio. It took me months to get that dude out of my system. Do you hear me? Months. I went celibate for months after him. Being celibate, everybody's definition of celibacy is different. My definition and how I've done celibacy is just basically not giving myself up to any man, regardless of what he tries to show me. As of lately, I just been feeling like sex is just not it. It's just not. And especially during this whole quarantine, it's just not worth it. Like, I'd rather just masturbate. Pretty much. How I feel about masturbation, I've always felt in the point of view of being a post-Christian, I was always uncomfortable masturbating, but low-key I still did it on the low when I was like 16. Like, I explored my body because I questioned it a lot. I started questioning the Bible a lot at that age because I was like, why can't I explore my body? I've been watching porn when I was 5. Like, I've seen what my vagina looks like as a kid. Like, how else is anybody gonna think clearly if they have so much pent up sexual energy in their solar plex? Like, I used to be that person. Like, when I was celibate, I would not have masturbation. I would have no sex. I would literally suppress that energy. And this is when I started to realize how I could transmute my sexual energy and use it for other things. I can use my sexual energy to dance, to move my body, to release any stagnant emotion, because it's energy and it can be transferred. But like during my celibacy, again, I am getting to know myself better. Like I feel like I'm getting to know my body better, what I like. I've been thinking deeper about spiritually, what do I want in myself that I look forward to see in my future partner that is connected to me spiritually, but also we have a connection sexually. And it's a mutual energy. And it cures both of our appetites, you know what I'm saying? So masturbation is okay with me now. Like I denounced myself as a Christian, so I don't have those thoughts and theories about, oh, masturbation's a sin, you're gonna go to hell. Like hell is about the mind, the mindset. If your mindset is in hell, your life will be hell. If your mindset is on heaven, your life on earth will be heaven. That's my opinion. Don't take my opinions as facts. Let's just go with it. How I deconstruct sin is like living is a sin. Pretty much at this point. It just depends on how deep you are in your spiritual journey and how you perceive it. Sin is pretty much anything the Bible says you don't supposed to be doing, but we do it anyway, but we don't care. How I feel about sin is just like, okay, I'm a sinner and God still loves me at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what other people think a sin is. To me, a sin is just a sin, but it ain't no greater than anybody else's sin. So that's my view on how I deconstructed sin. So that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys feel more connected to me in a way. You know, y'all getting to know me, and low-key airing out dirty laundry, but you know, it ain't really dirty. It's just, you know, me telling my truth and what I've experienced, you know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope y'all have a great day, evening, or night. As always, this is Brianka Heals, aka Unique Wildflower. I hope you guys have a blessed one.